Well, it's day 87. We are waking up at the shelter and we have a deer near the campsite this morning. I don't know if you can see her or not. Maybe she'll come in this clearing right here. Yeah. Way to cooperate. Went around behind the privy. But maybe she's going to cross the trail. We've had a good crowd of folks here. There's quite a few section hikers. I think they're hiking all together, but they're from all over the place. And there she is. Having some breakfast. We've already had our breakfast, or I have. I think Hawkeye has too. And we're gonna get up the trail. So today is gonna be a new PR for us if we can make it to where we're headed to go. We're looking at 24.8 or 23.8 miles, I think, today to get, I forgot now the name of the shelter, Thomas Wolfe, I think it is. And we're gonna try to get up the trail and set ourselves up to get into Harper's Ferry by Thursday. So we'll see how it goes. But thanks for joining us, and we hope we'll show you some good views and some nice things along the trail this morning. Oh, there's a second one right there. I'm gonna stay with them for a little bit. They're gonna come chow down. Not a great view this morning, but let's see if we can step a little bit closer and not bug them. Let's see if I can step around this twin tree right here and see what we see. I'll go right here by the privy. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Hey, there we go. Very nice. Very nice. It's kind of remarkable how the deer are not at all afraid of us out here. In fact, that was walking this way up the trail. There's a little trail right here going out to the camping area. Good morning. How you doing? God's creatures. This is probably the best deer video I've gotten this year. There's a third one. There's a third one in the back. Everybody's just kind of chilling. Wow. Pretty phenomenal.
Well, they should be fawning, or are they fawned out?
Even a better view right here.
Fawning.
Yeah, they just don't care. That one right there is like 10 feet out of the campsite. 3 of them still hanging around. Well, we're still plowing along this morning, and we've come to, I knew this was going to be here today. We are heading into a burn scar. As of about 2 or 3 weeks ago, this section of the Shenandoah National Park was closed because of this fire that's been through here. I'm not sure this is the worst of the area, but maybe it is. But we just stepped into the edge of where that big fire was. I don't know how far we'll go with it, but you know, you can look through here and see, obviously the area has been burned. All the leaves are burned off the forest floor. Trees aren't damaged too badly. They'll come back. But it's an interesting part of the trail to walk through today. Well, going up the trail today, I've donned my sunglasses. I keep forgetting that I have them. And I was digging through my pack looking for something when we stopped for lunch. Hadn't had the phone out a lot today. We've been trying to go nose down and forward. And we're moving. I expected to be 10 miles in by lunchtime, and we were only 9. So that was a little disappointing, especially given our planned long day. So I don't know, we'll see how things go. We've got a shelter that would be 13 and a half miles up the way, which is not an awful day if we have to stop there, but we'd have to look and see what the ramifications are for the rest of the week. But we'll give it a look and we'll see if we get to that shelter and it's not too late. We'll press on. We'll just have to sort of see how things go. So I'll check with you up the trail a little bit. Not a whole lot to see today. The fire scald was kind of interesting. It didn't last as long. I thought it was a much larger fire. And I'm glad that it wasn't, or maybe it was a large fire and it just barely touched this part of the park. But anyway, that was always interesting. But we're heading on up the road and we'll talk to you soon. Well, we got rocks here on the top of the hill. I think we finally made it to the top of our one really decent sized climb today. We'll have some ups and downs, but nice little rock garden right here. A little bit of a view off to the side. Let's see, let's walk over this way. Okay, we're overlooking a parking area, but that is a nice view right there. Wow. Absolutely phenomenal. Here's another view off to the side. This one is a little bit less obstructed. And it is a gorgeous, gorgeous day today. It's hot. I'm probably into my water more than I realized. And I switched over to a water bladder this weekend. And the only downside to that is not knowing exactly how much I've got left. I do have a full liter on my side, so that if I run low, I've still got that as a reserve, which means that I probably started out with 3 liters, which is a little over 6.5 pounds worth of water today. And that maybe slowed me down a bit, I don't know. But the good thing about the bladder is I am drinking more, because I can do that and walk at the same time. Oh, there's Hawkeye. He's got his umbrella out to shade from the sun, and it works well for that purpose. So we're heading on up to the trail. There's about a little less than 3 miles to the next shelter that we can stop at and get water if we need to, and then we'll evaluate our day and see, you know, what time it would be if we pressed on. What time would we get to the shelter that was 23.5 miles out, and 23.8. And we'll see how things go. If we can push on, we will. And if we feel like we need to stop, then we will. So we'll check with you a little ways up the trail. It's about 1:30 and we've reached the side trail to the first shelter that we were gonna stop and refill our water bottles at. It's a little bit off the trail, but we'll do some looking and figure the times and the distances and see whether we're gonna push on and go on out. 1:30 is awfully early to stop, but my fear is that it's going to be more like 7 before we can get to the next one. We'll have to do some looking and figuring. So I'll show you that when we get to the shelter area down here. All right. Well, we have made it to Gravel Springs Hut. We've got a decent crowd of folks here. They're all saying howdy. Water source is right there, so you couldn't ask for anything better than to have a really great moving stream right there. We have bear boxes, which are nice. And we also have bear trees or bear poles over here. We've not used one of those yet, but as long as we've got bear boxes, if it does get damp overnight, your food's not gonna get wet in there. So we haven't used these, but when we use one of them, we'll show them to you. I kind of hinted at one of them the other day. And then Privvy's right down here behind that tree there. So we're looking forward to a good restful night. We did wind up cutting our day short. We had planned on doing a 23.8 or so. And we just were out of gas when we got here at 2 o'clock. We figured it would be around 7 by the time we got done to the other shelter. So we've refigured our schedule for the week. Hawkeye's going out there to dip his cooling towel. But anyway, thanks for watching our videos today. There's not been as many because it was hot and we were just tired. So check back with us tomorrow and we'll show you what we're doing tomorrow.